So you've done everything right. You've put down your N, P, and K. But something's just off. Your crops look a little weak, a little hungry. You know what that is? It's something we call hidden hunger. And today, we're going to talk about the solution, magnesium sulfate. Now, don't just think of it as another bag of chemicals. Think of it as the key that's going to unlock the full genetic potential of your crops.
So here's the game plan for today. First, we're going to figure out how to spot this hidden hunger out in the field. Then I'll introduce you to this really cool 2-in-1 solution and show you exactly how to use it. And you know we've got the proof, right? We'll look at the real dollars and cents from other farms. Finally, we'll wrap up by talking about how all this plugs into smarter farming for the future.
All right, let's dive right in. The very first step is playing detective. I mean, how do you spot this hidden hunger before it really starts to hurt your bottom line? Well, your plants are giving you clues.
Okay, this right here, this is the big one. This is your number one clue. Are you walking your fields and seeing the older leaves starting to turn yellow? That is a huge red flag. Your plants are practically screaming for help. It's the classic can't miss it sign of a magnesium deficiency.
And, these symptoms are super specific. That yellowing I mentioned, it almost always kicks off on those older leaves, and it happens right there between the veins. If you're a citrus grower, you might know this as bronze disease. Grape growers call it tiger eye. But you know what? It doesn't matter what you call it. It all points back to one single problem: low chlorophyll. And low chlorophyll means less energy for your plant, which, let's be honest, means a smaller check for you at the end of the season.
Okay, so you've diagnosed the problem, now what? What's the fix? Well, the good news is, the solution is actually pretty simple and super effective. Let's meet the hero of the story. And here it is, magnesium sulfate. This stuff is a really efficient fertilizer that delivers a powerful 1-2 punch. It's got 2 absolutely essential nutrients that your crops are very often craving: magnesium and sulfur.
So why these 2? Why are they so critical? Well, think of it like this. Magnesium is the literal heart of the chlorophyll molecule. It's the engine that powers photosynthesis, turning sunlight into pure energy. Simple as that. No magnesium, no power. Then you've got sulfur. Sulfur is like the bricks and mortar. It's a fundamental building block for proteins and amino acids. So you've got power from one and structure from the other. You absolutely need both working together. Now, when you go to buy this stuff, you're probably going to see 2 main types. You've got the 1-water, or monohydrate, and the 7-water, the heptahydrate. Think of the 1-water as your premium, high-octane fuel. It's got higher purity, more active magnesium, but yeah, it costs a little bit more per ton. The 7-water is your reliable, standard-grade workhorse. It's more economical, but honestly, that high-performance 1-water is really becoming the go-to for a lot of growers these days.
So you might be wondering, is this for me? Well, there are some classic scenarios where this stuff is a no-brainer. If you're working with acidic soils or sandy soils where nutrients tend to just wash away, you're a prime candidate. Same goes for those southern red soils or the calcareous soils up north. And if you're running a greenhouse with continuous cropping, oh yeah, this is pretty much essential. But look, here's the easiest rule of thumb. Get a soil test. If that test comes back and says your exchangeable magnesium is below 50 milligrams per kilogram, it's time to get to work.
Okay, enough theory. We've covered the what and the why. Now let's get down to the how. This is the practical part, your game plan for actually putting this stuff to work in your fields.
And what's really great is how flexible this stuff is. You've got options. You can mix it in with your organic fertilizer as a base application before you implant. See a need pop up during the growing season? You can top dress it. Need a super fast fix for a deficiency you just spotted? A foliar spray right on the leaves works like a charm. And for all you folks with modern irrigation, it dissolves beautifully so you can run it right through your drip or sprinkler systems.
Okay, let's get into some numbers. And remember, these are just solid starting points. The best plan always starts with a soil test. But for your big field crops, you can start by thinking about 15 to 20 kilograms per mu as a base application. Got mature fruit trees, you're looking at maybe 1.5 to 2 kilograms per tree each year. In the greenhouse, a flush application would be around 5 to 8 kilos per mu. And for something really specific, like protecting your citrus fruit, a light foliar spray, just a 0.5 to 1% solution, can make a huge difference.
All right, now for the pro tips. These are the little things that can really maximize your results. Want a 30% boost in absorption? Easy, mix it with urea. If you're growing chlorine-sensitive crops, like potatoes, grapes, or tobacco, you can relax. Magnesium sulfate is totally safe for them. But here's the golden rule, and I'm gonna say it again. Test your soil. Don't guess, test. And finally, a couple of really important watch-outs. First, keep it separate from your superphosphate fertilizer by at least 7 days. And second, don't go overboard. Using too much can actually mess with your potassium uptake. It's all about finding that perfect balance. Okay, so the theory sounds good, the application plan makes sense, but what we all really care about is results, right? The proof is in the pudding. So let's look at some real-world data and see the actual economic payoff of doing this right.
This really says it all. We're about to look at a case study from a navel orange orchard in Ganzhou, Jiangxi. They put a proper, science-based magnesium plan to the test. And this isn't some tiny lab plot. We're talking about a real commercial operation. So what happened? First up, they saw a 12% increase in the weight of each individual fruit. Now, think about that. That's not just a bigger orange. That's a higher quality, more valuable piece of fruit every single time. And when you add all those heavier oranges up, what does it mean for the bank account? It meant an extra 3,800 yuan of income per mu. That's the bottom line right there. See, this isn't just about having healthier looking plants. It's about putting more money in your pocket. And it's not just oranges. Here's another amazing example from a tomato greenhouse in Shandong. They were having a huge problem with fruit cracking, a major quality killer. They were seeing cracking rates as high as 15%. After they got their magnesium sulfate plan in place, guess what? They cut that rate all the way down to just 3%. That's a massive amount of product saved from the discard pile.
So let's pull back and look at the big picture for a second. What does all of this really mean? Well, it's about more than just one fertilizer. It's really about a fundamental shift towards a smarter, more precise way of farming.
So let's just recap what this means for your farm. First, you're finally correcting that hidden hunger and unlocking higher yields. Second, you're improving the actual quality of what you sell. We're talking better color, more sweetness, longer shelf life. Third, you're investing in the long-term health of your soil. And you're doing all of this with a surprisingly cost-effective tool that, frankly, is a key part of any modern precision ag program. And this is really where everything is headed. The days of just blindly broadcasting bulk fertilizer are numbered. The future is all about precision. It's about using soil tests to create customized nutrition plans and then delivering them efficiently through systems like fertigation. Magnesium sulfate isn't just some old-school product. It fits perfectly into this modern, smarter way of farming.
So I want to leave you with a question to think about. Now that you have all this information, when you look out at your own fields, at your own crops, what's your next move? How are you going to optimize your farm's magnesium management plan? Because the potential for better yields and higher quality is right there, just waiting for you to unlock.